Hello, today we're going to talk about ways that pests can enter your house, and I'm going to show you where maybe some of the not so obvious locations are that you need to seal up or repair to prevent pests from entering your house. You know, we can spray poisons and do all these things and set traps all day long, but if you haven't shielded your home from anything from entering, then you're going to continue to have this problem throughout the life of your living in your home. So on this windy day here, I'm going to take you around the house and show you some examples, and at the end, the last one is going to be one that you may not have thought of, so stay right with me right to the end. The first place would be your windows and your doors, and you often have cracks, areas where you can see daylight coming in from the outside, and also down underneath where ants and other small pests could enter. Maybe you can see this here. So that should be filled with caulk, for example. And then if you're looking outside from the inside and you can see daylight underneath your door or anywhere around the perimeter of the door, then you're going to want to use some kind of weather stripping to seal that up, so that way you do not have pests entering that way. I'm going to show you a spot here. So I have this camera that we catch little animals in the middle of the night, cats and other things, rabbits or whatever, and we've been seeing this mouse coming in and out this way, and it may not be easy to see, but up in here, right where the siding meets the brick, there's a channel. There's a channel up here that a mouse has been crawling up and then getting up into the attic through behind the soffit. And you know, my daughter was saying, this is her bedroom right here, that she was hearing something like this while she was sleeping at night, and I kind of dismissed it until I saw the mouse. And so what you can do here is something like that, stuff it with steel wool. You do want to have a situation where you can allow water to drain out. You don't want to caulk that up or completely stop it, because if there's any water coming down there, you can cause more issues for yourself. But if it's a mouse entry, steel wool, stuff some steel wool up in there. You can buy a large box of it, and I don't mean Brillo, you know, I mean those pads. You mean actual steel wool. You can put it up there, and that'll stop them. Now you've got some weep holes in brick, and that's needed because if water gets behind your brick, there's a little gap between your brick and your wood sheathing. The water needs to be able to find a place to get out. So you cannot caulk that up, but what you're going to want to do is not necessarily steel wool, because you're going to want to try to keep ants out as well. But there's another material that I'll link to in the description of this video that you could use to stuff in there. It'll let water out, but will not let pests in. And so if you have a brick front, you're going to have these weep holes pretty much everywhere. Okay, so now we've got window. And this could have been caulked from the inside, who knows? But when you look, these are spots where pests can crawl in. So this would need to be caulked with silicone. Any place, even up in that corner, look up in there, in that corner where you see some wood, there looks like some little crack up in there where ants or something similar, centipedes or whatever it is, can get in. So that needs to be dealt with. And also the top of the window where it meets that little piece of wood trim, the soffit, I can see a gap that would need to be filled. Here is a little crawl space vent. This is just the shield, but behind it is a mesh, and that mesh is going to let air in, but also pests. So depending on whether you're able to, you'd want to seal that up so you do not allow any pests through. Even if you get a very, very fine screen and seal the whole area, or if you don't need this vent because you've made other preparations inside where you don't need this airflow, then completely seal it up. here we have a spigot, and I'll guarantee that back in here, this is not fully caulked, and ants can get in here and go back into the house. And as it's passing through into the house, once it gets in between your framing, it can go anywhere, up, down, wherever it can squeeze its way through. It's noisy. It's a noisy radon fan, but we've got penetrations underneath, and you'd have to make sure that all penetrations into the house are completely sealed. That could be another spot where pests can get in. Just like over here by this air conditioning unit, where the condensate line and the low voltage wires go in, that would need to be fully caulked. It is. And you also want to check inside and around the electrical box, make sure it's fully sealed. And another spigot, which we don't know how sealed it is in and around that. You can get that from the inside, caulk from the inside. Now we have another water spigot, and the pipe is coming out from the crawl space. Another spot where if it's not sealed 100%, it can definitely cause you a problem. Another place where they can get in would be if you have any cracks in the block wall and all the way down in your foundation where it's exposed. You could fill the crack with a new mortar, or even a silicone if you don't mind it having that different look, but a similar mortar, fill the cracks. And then the other thing is you've got subterranean carpenter ants. Not carpenter ants, excuse me, termites. So the termites, you're not going to see. They're going to enter oftentimes if you've got a crack in your foundation that's below the level of the dirt, because they come up against the house. They're out here, and they'll come to the house this way. Look, I see a tiny little ant over there right now. But any cracks in your foundation, you need to fill them to prevent ants from getting in between there. On another video, I'm going to show you how to prevent from having termites, and that requires its own separate video. It's a whole separate action plan, which I'll cover. But you need to check all your foundations. Also, look over here. Okay, there's an entry point, right? That needs to be dealt with. All right, I'm in the garage now, and a lot of garages have this problem where a mouse can easily get underneath here, okay? It's a similar situation on the other garage door, and you know, here you'd have to replace the weather stripping because it looks like it was eaten away by something. And also, the garage door is not 100% sealed, right? See this? See the light? All the way up and down. And garage is a significant entry point for pests. And in this situation, you got pegboard, right? So they can get up here and then get into your attic. It's very easy. And look on the other side of this garage. Okay, look at that. Look at these spots. A mouse can get up there. Ants, you know, whatever pests that you're dealing with, they can get up into your attic. Now, once they are in your attic, then they can get into your house. The way they'll find themselves into your house would be through recessed lighting, and you know, even any spot where you have a penetration, which is why I had another video that talked about how to air seal all of those things, and make sure that it's preventing airflow so you don't lose energy, but at the same time it's going to prevent pests. And even this attic fan here. So this thing, you know, it gets sealed up in the winter, but during the summer you could have anything coming through here. So if you can prevent the pests from getting into your attic to begin with, then you've got many entry points into your home that you can stop them from coming through. And if you have sliding doors, this seal here, if it is not in good condition, pests can get in between the two doors and then come out here into your house. So if you notice here, right, So this has to seal right up against here, and if this seal is compromised, then pests can get in that way. Those would be my #1 tips on how to keep pests from entering your house. Now, like I said, treat the perimeter of your house like your border, and you don't want to have it penetrated and cause problems for you later. So if this video is helpful for you, please give me that like button. If you have any other questions about different types of pests, maybe a different entry point, a scenario you've got, just put it in the comments. I definitely do answer everybody. And appreciate you following the channel. Subscribe to it to get more videos like this. And like I also said, we're going to be doing the termite video soon, and also how to eliminate pests once they already are in your house. So thanks again everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.